Alright guys, check it out. So I got the rear LEDs in on the passenger side, but I didn't do the driver's side. And if you look at the driver's side, you can see it kind of, the flash is like on, off. Versus this, that's more like a ping, 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 ping. You know, it's real crisp. And it's definitely a lot brighter. So you can definitely see the left side compared to the incandescent bulbs. So that's why I run these. So I paid, I think it was 15 bucks for the reverse and like 15 for the brake lights. I see, like, that just looks, I don't like it. I don't like it. I like that side. This looks a lot more crisp. This just looks gross. You know, which side do you think puts out more light? So another thing too is, let me show you my wiring I set up. So let me turn on my headlamp so you can see. There's a button. So check it out. So I usually run these little resistors because they're dirt cheap and they always work, and I've never had them fail on me, and they're just very simple. You just hook them up to negative and positive. I have everything soldered in there and heat shrinked. I went ahead and pulled the pins out so I could run the heat shrink on there after I soldered it. And so I have the resistor here going to the brake light for the turn signal, and then I have this shooting down for the backup pods that he's gonna add right here. So let's see, you look up, where's it at? There's my plug. Yeah, you see my plug I added right there? So he'll be able to plug into his pot, put his pod in right here, mount it, and boom, plug in, and he'll already be tied into these and that aux switch I wired up. So another reason why I do not like incandescent bulbs is, man, look at this. This housing is like melting and everything. That's not cool. And like, so is this. That's not cool. So I like LEDs. I mean, LED bulbs, they're brighter. They consume way less power and way less heat. They're just, you know, way more efficient, and they look awesomer. So that's why, you know, best bang for the buck. I hate these. And then they burn out, you know. These last way longer than these will ever last, and they just look better. I really like that little tint of blue. The brake light looks better. That just looks like a fucking circus over here. So I'm gonna knock out the front ones. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you this side stripped out, because, you know, we already knocked that side out. We were doing this one. So I got rid of all the whatever wiring they had for the backup cam. Got everything going to the reverse wire. Got it nice and heat shrinked, and my heat shrink does have hot glue in it, so that shit is sealed. And then I've got the resistor going for the turn signal. And see, I pulled the pins out so I can slide the heat shrink over it and get it on there. So you know, I use my little pin tools. I pop it all apart, and now I'm gonna put it all back together. I'm gonna tape her up, bolt her in, and we'll be good to go. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll give you a little display. Okay, that's a lot better. You guys remember look at that. That looks really good. And you remember, you couldn't even see the red blinking on there before even any of the, if we cover that up, like, look at how bright that is. Way brighter. Looks good too, guys. So yeah, so if anyone wants to do this, I mean, this is how I suggest. If you want to run backup pods, just tap into the reverse lights. And then if you want to run your reverse lights to a switch, tap into the reverse wire all the way up there. There's no point to run two wires under the truck. When the truck already has a wire running back here, just tap into that. Because right now I just have the toggle flipped up there. It's not in reverse. And then boom, look, if we had to unload the truck, you know, we got lights back here, which is super cool. So right now I just have the hazards on. So like, imagine if we had to unload something back here. Oh, this would be great, you know, pull into the garage and just, hey, start unloading, you know. Truck ain't even on, ain't in reverse. This is great. Keys ain't even in the truck. Okay, check it out. So I just got the flashers on. So I already put the LEDs in here. Those look good. They look really good. Next up is gonna be these ones. I can already see that one's out, because I do have the parking lights on, so that bulb's out. That just looks gross. But look at that. Man, I just don't like that. So I've already got the bulbs for the front. And then we were having headlight problems. This headlight used to be super dim, but they're both even now. they're looking good. But we're having problems with the connectors back here. So I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna cut and strip and fix the connectors on this, and we're gonna replace these bulbs with something better. But those ones don't look half bad, but they were pretty gross before I fixed them. So I don't know if I want to do it tonight, to be honest. All right, guys, I decided to say screw it. We're gonna do the front ones. It's gonna bother me, and then it's nighttime. I can show you what they look like now. So we definitely want to get the LED bulbs in here, and then this truck will be all converted to LEDs. But I forgot the third brake light, but don't tell anyone. So this does have the McNasty kit on there. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the grill because the headlight, they do come behind the grill. So we're gonna pop this grill off. I'm gonna pop the headlights out, and we're gonna see what we're working with. And I'm assuming it's just gonna have a bunch of shitty adapters. And if it does, we're gonna cut them and basically get rid of it, cut and splice. So let's see what we got. Okay, grill came off pretty easy. It was just I think the four bolts on the top and then the clips on the bottom. It came right out. One thing that I did notice was that's not supposed to be there. This headlight's not even bolted in, so that's good. It's literally just that's great. So we're good. We'll fix that. This side's bolted in though, so as for the wiring, it's not looking too hot. So let me go ahead and pop these lights out, and I guess we're gonna do some more inspecting, and hopefully we don't find more garbage. Okay, guys, you know, remember I was already having light issues with this when I got the truck, and you know what I suspected wasn't the issue is the issue. I really don't like these blue connectors, and you can see like every clip in here is broken. So I mean, look at that, look at that. So what I'm gonna do for the headlight switches, I'm gonna cut those wires. We're gonna splice them together and just get rid of this, you know, because this is obviously a fail, you know. Look at, I'm barely pulling on that, barely tugging on that, you know. And that's probably why this headlight wasn't working right when I was driving. If you look at one of my videos, my headlights are garbage. And so we'll go ahead and do that for the headlights. Now, for the, remember I said this one wasn't working? And this might be why. This isn't even the correct pigtail. I don't know what they did or tried to jerry rig, but that don't work right. No. So, no. And then for the turn signal, they did the same thing. They just kind of hacked the pigtail and just jammed it in there. That's not even the right plug for the new version of this. You know, look at this. What? And what was the point of the zip tie? So here's what I got. I got new LED bulbs. Got the little guy, the big guy, and then I got some LED headlights. And check this out, we got new pigtails to fix all this problem. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off all this broken ass shit, and I'm gonna go ahead and solder on all new sides. The other side's no better. So this is how you should do front ends, okay? Go get 6-7 pigtails, cut off your old garbage, solder on new beautiful stuff, and we should be good to go. So let me go ahead and take care of both sides, and then I'll show you before I button it up, and then we'll button it up, and then blah blah blah. And then, all right, so I'm starting to solder them and heat shrink them. They're coming out pretty nice, looking beautiful. But I think I'm gonna clean up this grind. Like, why didn't you just cut straight down? Like, what is the point of keeping this garbage right there? And who grinds like that? What are you doing? What are you doing? I could do better blindfolded. Like, which? So I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna cut right there and cut right there. Just all this is doing is rubbing on the wiring. I know it is. I saw it, and then probably come through and clean right there. But what the fuck were you doing? So, yeah, this last plug. Oh, there we go. And look at that. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Beautiful. Just tuck that in. Look at that. Lit up, Lincoln looking beautiful, bright as shit. All right, so let me wrap up the other side, slap the grill on, and show you a finished product. Hey guys, remember I said this headlight was never bolted in? I think I found one of the bolts. that's yeah. I don't know what they got going on over here. It's the same bullshit. You know, they hack the plugs up. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna take the grinder and why would you just leave this little bit of piece of sheet metal there to cut up the wires? Fuck, we're gonna fix this up. Okay guys, this side's completely done. So they didn't run the new pigtails, and see that pigtail is a lot bigger. It definitely goes over the socket, and it was actually hitting on that subcore. So I actually had to grind a little farther and hammer so it clear the pigtail, because I couldn't get the headlight on without that. And then I went ahead and I got some factory nuts and bolts to bolt in the headlight right there, and then I've got the factory one on the bottom too. So these headlights are getting bolted in today. But they're in there. You know, so glad we got this squared away. We button it all up, but fuck man, how do you, everyone always whoever did this conversion's an asshole. Fucking lazy piece of shit if you ask me. So I'm gonna get her squared away. Boom guys, we got everything wired up. This is for the winch, don't worry about that. Maybe I might tackle that tomorrow. But tell me we don't have some clean wiring going on right here. Look, it couldn't be any more clean. It's a straight shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mounted up. Don't worry about it looking bad. It's the humidity here. It is very humid here. Super excited. So let me button this bad boy up. I'm super excited. This looks awesome. Whew, okay. I just want to show. She's bolted in. She's clipped in. And she's plugged in. And go up under here. If you can see, she's bolted in there too. So this headlight here, sir, is installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna feed the winch lines right through here, and then I'm gonna slap the grill on. Okay, my dudes, look at that. That looks beautiful. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Check this out. All four corners rocking LEDs. And then if we want, we'll go over here. Keep your eye on that back end. We got reverse lights. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is lit up. Look at that. Look at that. See that LED bulb in there? I'm excited, guys. This is awesome. I'll go ahead and shut this hood. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night, boys. God, this hood is so freaking long. I'm excited, guys. So, hell yeah. So, I mean, that go ahead and concludes this video. So, gang, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm ready for bed. Adios.